Alright, so we got a little bit of a different style of video today. This is going to be a shoe talk episode officially. I got Dom here. He's going to be guest starring. So we're going to jump right into it. So we're going to start off this video with a huge congratulations to both Chris Joslin and Konosuke Yamashita. Konosuke is now officially on Asics, and Chris Joslin, which is the big kicker, is surprisingly on Lakai. What's your thoughts on Konosuke being on Asics? What do you think?
I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they're up and coming. Of course, I thought he was gonna go to Puma.
Shoot,
they're kind of similar in about the size. So obviously, like the type of shoe that he wears, it kind of fits where he was going for. So it makes sense.
I agree. Honestly, I think Asics works being that they're a Japan-made brand. So like it makes sense being that most of his time is out there. He's from there. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Puma does have a skate team out in Japan, which is insane. I think they're field testing a lot of different shoes out there before they bring it to the States, and I really hope that this will be the official, like, Puma is now in skateboarding launch coming soon.
Yeah.
Now, most important one, Chris Joslin, Lakai, what's your thoughts?
He better get his own shoe.
Right?
He better get his own shoe.
It's insane. We saw nothing about Chris Joslin wearing any Lakais until SLS. Like,
yeah.
do you think he was holding out until SLS to try it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
He definitely had pairs before, obviously. Definitely knew what he was riding. And they probably definitely know what they're going to give him here soon. But seeing him in a Lakai shirt was kind of crazy.
Yeah, blew my mind. He's wearing the Telfords too, which, if you guys don't know, that, in my personal opinion, is Lakai's best made shoe to date. I also want to give a special shout out to Faces Skate Shop. They just hit their 3 year. Shout out to the Faces here in Arizona. Much love to you guys.
Definitely.
Now we're going to talk about a shoe that has already released. Hopefully, a lot of you guys have been telling me that you can't get your size in this shoe and it's very hard to find now. I 100% agree. It is the P-Rod 1s remastered. Thoughts on the P-Rod 1s? What do you think they overall with the shoe, the make? What's your pull on this?
They're a nice looking shoe. I feel like there's a lot that, of course, comes with them. Obviously, we've had them before in the past.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at them, they kind of remind me of a kind of more tightened up version of a Dunk. Of course, if you like the feel of a Dunk, like for impact and all, that's probably going to be very similar. But other than that, of course, the sole's kind of the same too as well, but of course it has a little air pocket too. So
yeah, I think the one thing that caught my attention with this pair versus the last pair was that like split. I've noticed that they've been putting that into a lot more of their shoes, so I think it's working. Like, I didn't get a chance to skate the PS8s yet, and I'm warming up to them as more colorways come out. I'm not gonna lie, it's been looking really, really nice. Yeah. So I might have to do a little test in those, but like that split seems to be really working for a lot of different brands. Having that airbag again, like an actual airbag and not just a window, is pretty insane. I think that's what makes this shoe kind of like pop even more. Otherwise, it does give me very much so Dunk vibes. It's $125 on the site. I thought they were gonna cost a lot more, but they don't. The thing is, I will say, I haven't seen a lot of skaters skating them, so I think a lot of people are waiting on resale to see if they are worth reselling. And I'm hoping that a rerun in sizes kind of crashes that, so then people start skating their P-Rods.
I mean, like, in general, nobody knows if they're gonna drop more P-Rods, so I feel like it's more of a sentimental thing of holding on to them as well. People are probably gonna be getting them signed by P-Rod and holding them for a lot longer. Because, you know, like when they were coming out, nobody held on to them. Everybody was skating them out. That's why you never really see older pairs. But now that you finally have one, it's like, okay, I'm gonna cherish this more.
That's pretty sick. Honestly, I can't imagine what it must feel like for P-Rod to sign a pair of the shoe that they started him with, and he has 10 more pairs after that. Yeah. Do you think they're gonna do more colorways, or do you think this is one and done?
Honestly, same the way Nike's going. Either they're gonna do one or two more. They'll probably do a black and white, probably with the gum sole.
Yeah.
They'll probably do something like that. Or typically they like to do neutral colors.
True, yeah.
And recently they've been doing a lot of green for some reason. So
I green pair? Can you imagine like a green with a gum sole? Like that'd be
kind of dope.
Nike, listen. That'd be dope, bro.
I may not buy it, but it'd be cool.
It would go. My take, I want them to do more colorways. I want them to do a rerun, but I feel like this might be one of those moments in skateboarding where you had to be there. The P-Rods dropped again, you had to be there for it. the Jordan 4s dropped again, you had to be there for it. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of sneak colorways for the Jordan 4s. I feel like P-Rod's, he had a post a while back, I wish I screenshotted it, where he had his different P-Rod 1s in it, and I've seen other people do that too. I feel like that's kind of like a tease, like, okay, maybe they'll do it, maybe they won't, but I feel like ultimately this might be like a stamp, a history in time. Like in 2025, the P-Rod 1s came back as his 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
No, wait, 20? I forgot how many years he's been on Nike, man. It's been 20 years.
20 years.
20 years. What shoes are you currently skating right now, Dom?
So me currently, they're the Dunks, SB Dunks. I really like them. Call me basic, that's fine. But I've always been a Nike guy. That's why Jay has been talking about Nike.
Oh, 100%.
But orange labels, just any material is amazing. It all feels the same for me, especially because I'm quite bad at skating. But as you can tell, I've been learning my kickflips here as well. The real reason why I do buy Dunks, of course, I was skating the Leo Bakers before, but the real reason is because the sole does not waste away. So the fact that I get to skate this for more than 3 weeks is a plus side. You know, I'd rather not spend over $150 on 2 pairs of shoes and have them not last as long as a single pair.
For me, right now, currently skating the Asics Japan MT. This is the mid-top version. I recently went up to a size 10, and these are super comfortable. I was trying to get a pair of 440s as a high top, and I couldn't. And I know a lot of you guys are asking me to review this shoe. So far it's been doing pretty decent. I am not a huge fan of that insole still. It still sucks just like before. So I'm hoping that Asics does start upgrading their insoles, because I know they have the technology to do it. And they have a good midsole and sole combination, but without a good insole to help out with that cushioning and that overall feel, then it kind of just gives away to the overall feel and quality of the shoe. Did start tearing at it pretty early into my skating in this. This has only been like 4 or 5 sessions. I think it's 4, something like that. Not a lot of kickflips have been done in this shoe. I don't tend to kickflip a lot in the Asics, but I do have some really good ones in an edit that I posted up earlier. And then of course I had to get my 933s in the 10 just to make sure that I did move up in the size, and I sure did, because the 10s feel way better. And I also tried a lot of other shoes at Cowtown. I know Cowtown Goodyear hates me right now because I tried on like 7 or 8 different pairs of shoes. They all fit way better in the 10, and I only bought the 1 pair, so I am that guy. But I work retail. I've dealt with it too, so you know, I don't feel as bad. But if I didn't work retail before that, I would have felt really horrible about doing that. You know, I still feel bad.
You know what that means? You have to redo all your shoe reviews.
I gotta redo every single, all like over 100 shoe reviews.
Bro didn't even have the right size.
I didn't
like,
have the right
I hate
size.
these shoes, and he's riding like a size and a half too small.
I'll be honest with you guys, the Asics did not change at all in their overall feel. They still felt exactly the same as they feel in the 10. I just prefer that mid top. This pair honestly wasn't bothering me too bad in the 9.5, but I was like, let me see what a 10 feels like, just in case that changes anything at all. And for me, I think it does change a decent amount. It's only a little bit extra space, but it feels more comfortable. It doesn't squeeze my foot. The 9.5 didn't squeeze my foot either though, so I never felt like I needed a wide. I think I just need that extra space at the very, very top. And that does change my flick point. My flick point is no longer way back here on the ollie area. Now it's a little bit further up on the ollie area still. Still in the ollie area because I flick from my foot off to the side. But like overall it feels way, way better. And I feel like I could wear the shoe all day into the next day and not have any foot problems at all. Versus like the 9.5, I feel like I could probably wear it for most of the day, and then eventually it would start to squeeze and I'd feel that. So and I don't know that my size is a 10. Both shoes are dope, but I do like this one way better. The shoes is far better made. Insole's better, sole's better, board feel. Less board feel than the Asics, but that makes sense if you're having a better insole. But overall, just skates better. And my first session in these, insane. Alright, so a lot of people don't know about this shoe. This shoe is kind of important in skateboarding, in my personal opinion. You guys know this skater, Nyjah Houston. He's had 3 pairs on NikeSB in a very short amount of time, and he's coming out with the 4th pair sometime in the summer or early fall of this year. It is the Nyjah Houston 4s. What are your thoughts on this Nyjah Houston 4, Dom?
Nike Pestos.
Nike Pestos, dude, actually. You know, I looked at these shoes, every single time I see Nyjah's shoe, I'm just like, They remind me of something, and I cannot put my finger on it.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing because I really wanted a pair of Nike Pestos when I was in high school, but it looks like a skate version of them. So
yeah, I agree. I think I've skated all 3 of his pairs that he's had up to date, and I feel like each pair was good but had a problem. Like for instance, the Nyjah Houston 1 was a good skate shoe, but it was a little stiff and it needed more breathability points. The Nyjah 2, which was my absolute favorite, really good skate shoe, a little bit too much knitting, so the shoe ripped fast in areas where you didn't want it to rip. Nyjah Houston 3, good skate shoe, had a very slippery insole. For some reason, they used satin on the midsole piece, so it didn't keep your insole in place for the first couple of pairs. It was really strange.
That's strange.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, honestly. But I also think that the Nyjah Houston 1 and 2 did look better than the 3, but I think the 3 was the most durable one. So now we have the 4, which looks like it's blending the 2 and the 3. The 3 and the 2, like the 2 is far better in aesthetics. I think you could probably only really wear the 3s in white to make them look sick and wear white socks and like not focusing on the shoe.
Wow.
I hate to say it. Like Nyjah, you make great shoes. NikeSB makes great shoes, but the Nyjah 3 compared to the Nyjah 2 is really night and day. Like I would rock the Nyjah 2 in any and probably every colorway. I can only do specific ones in the 3s. This black and white colorway, I'm not the hugest fan of it, but I know that it's gonna be a good look in person. I'm waiting on some in-person looks and stuff like that. I know Nyjah's probably been sneaking apart with the 4s. Like he's really good at hiding clips because we didn't know anything about the 2s until the 2s dropped.
He stacks
Clips, bro. He stacks so easily.
He probably brings like 4 different pairs with him.
Right?
He's like, all right, I'm gonna get this lip here, just in my shoe, and then I'm gonna switch right back to my 3s real quick.
Nyjah 4s, do you think they're going to be a cop or a drop?
I'm gonna be a cop.
Yeah?
I'll probably get the PS8s before them though.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to grab this shoe too, honestly. I think I'm going to continue on the train of skating Nyjah shoes for you guys because every single one of them has done good on the channel, and I noticed that you guys like to come watch for me before you guys go check them out yourself, and I honestly don't mind that. And I think that the Nyjah, being that the make of this shoe is so different from other shoes in the market, is a very good shoe to always test out from Nike to see what they're doing. It looks like they're going to have a little bit more impact protection too. I can confirm that later on when we hopefully do get our hands on the shoe, but I think it's a cop as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to skate the PS8s before they drop.
Dude, now I'm gonna have to have you do that, man. I need to know. I need that test feel from you.
I can't skate like you, man. I skate like buns.
Skate like buns. Last question. What colorway would you do? Like 100%, if this colorway came out, this is immediate, I'm getting it.
Gold.
Gold. Dude, do you think they'll pull like a silver bullet with like a gold colorway?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be insane.
Especially,
it does have a soccer look.
Yeah, it has a sports appeal. Everybody wants a gold sports shoe.
I'll be honest, I did not expect gold.
Yeah,
I did not expect gold.
So gold body, white check, and then probably just the same white insole.
I feel like I want like a really deep blue with a white check and clear sole.
Yeah.
I think that would work for me. That's it on the Shoe Talk episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I got special guest Dom right here. He's probably going to show up in a couple other episodes. I plan on doing a couple more episodes. If you guys want to help out with this concept, if you guys come across anything that is new in the skate shoe industry, I don't care what brand it is, send it on through. Especially if you could get the scoop before the shoe drops. Like if it's something like, oh, Converse is possibly looking at dropping another shoe for a different skater, like for instance an Alexis Sablon 2. Don't know if that's a thing yet, but let me know in the comments. Vans might do something new for Kyle Walker. Who knows? Like anything, this is going to be a team effort. This is going to be a community effort, and I want to make sure that I talk about the things that you guys are very interested in. So definitely hit me in the comments, especially if you have a shoe that you want to talk about or you want to hear a little bit more about. If it's a new shoe in the community, it doesn't even have to be US based. As long as you can somehow lead me in the direction of the information, I'd love to talk about it. So yeah, that's it. I'm Jay Skate Day. This is Dominic Rennick. Yeah, that's gonna end off the video. As always, make today your day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And make sure you guys check out Dom's channel. Like he's dropping some good content.
Power of friendship.
Oh, wait. There we go. Wait, we can do more. Oh my gosh. Go subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.